Now we are going to start with the classification of enzyme. As I have told you that what is oxidoreductase dehydrogenase. Now in this you can see that S is reduced, S dash is oxidized. Now S is oxidized and S dash is reduced. What does it mean? S is reduced means it has a hydrogen. S dash is oxidized means it has a oxygen. Now it has exchanged. Now S has removed hydrogen and has taken oxygen, whereas S dash has removed oxygen and taken the hydrogen. Let me give you the example of this. In this case, what happens is, you can write down, suppose here is a currency structure NADH and H positive and plus NO3 negative. Okay, now this is a nitrate. What is this? Nitrate ions. Okay, now it is going to convert into NADH plus H positive has converted into NAD positive. Now removal of hydrogen is there and H has turned into H2O. And if it is addition of electron, or it may be a removal of electron, and it turns NO3 turns to be NO2 negative, and NO2 negative is nitrite. Okay, so this is the example of oxidoreductase, and this occurs in the presence of enzyme nitrate reductase. Okay, you can note down in your copy, this is the example of oxidoreductase, in which I am repeating it, a nitrate combines with NADH plus H ions and is in the presence of enzyme nitrate reductase. It gets oxidized. Water is oxidized, NADH has removed hydrogen, and at the NO3 level it has lost the electron and formed the nitrite. Okay, now coming to the second example, transferase. The enzyme transfer a group or radical from one chemical A to the another chemical B. Now which one is the radical over here? Here Sg means G is the radical, which was earlier with the S, but now it has gone to S prime. Okay, now the very good example of this is, please note down in your copy, that glucose plus ATP in the presence of enzyme phosphotransferase. You can note down phosphotransferase changes into glucose phosphate plus ADP. Now earlier there was with the adenine 3 phosphate group was there, but now one of the phosphate group has gone to the glucose and now it has turned to glucose phosphate, or TP की जगह now it has turned to be DP, means triphosphate diphosphate, as one of the phosphate has gone to glucose. So it has been transferred. Now this is the example of the transferase. Second example, is the, in this case is the hydrolase. See, what is hydrolase? It is the, what is written over here is the water. Here water plays a very important role. You can see over here water. So what happens? It catalyzes the bonds, whether it may be a peptide bond, whether it may be a glycosidic bond. As we know that what happens in this is, like sucrose is disaccharide and its formula is C12H22O11. So when the water is given to you, given to the sucrose, and it in the presence of enzyme sucrase breaks up into glucose plus fructose, and glucose is C6H12O6, fructose is C6H12O6. So here sucrose is a disaccharide which has been broken down into monosaccharide by the addition of one molecule of water. So here the bonds are broken down in the presence of water. So this is about the example of the hydrolase. Now coming to liases. देखो बच्चे, liases and there is a word similarity between liases and ligases, but there is a great difference. Liases perform breakdown reaction. Okay, so you can see over here SXCCY is going to broken down, and here XY will be separated and a new bond is formed between CC. So this is a very good example of the liases. Liases are creating a double bond. You can see over here that C and C has created a double bond with it. So liases is a breakdown reaction, whereas ligases is a synthetic reaction. Here no double bond is formed and it does not involve release of water. But in the case of lysis, there may be a chance to release the water. Okay, but here there may or may not involve the release of water. Now liases, we have done. About the ligases, let me give you the example, very good example, as we have already done. Okay, अभी आप देखोगे what the example ma'am is going to give. Glucose plus fructose plus ATP. Okay, glucose plus fructose plus ATP is going to give sucrose. अभी हमने क्या किया था, सुक्रोज को ब्रेकअप किया था, किसकी हेल्प से, लाइजेस की हेल्प से किया था ना, हाइड्रोलेज की हेल्प से, सॉरी, हाइड्रोलेज की हेल्प से हमने सुक्रोज को ब्रेकअप किया था. बट नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू कंबाइन ग्लूकोज एंड फ्रक्टोज इन द प्रेजेंस ऑफ एनर्जी. सो हियर द एंजाइम इज सुक्रेज सिंथेटेज. वहाँ जो एंजाइम था दैट वाज फॉर द ब्रेकिंग ऑफ द बॉन्ड, cleavage of the bond by the addition of the water molecule. But now here the sucrase has been formed and ADP plus PI means phosphate is not absorbed, but there is an involvement of energy. So here the things are being joined, that is by the enzyme ligases. Okay, now the last one is isomerase. The very good example is that in this there is only a intermolecular rearrangement. Okay, there is no change in the formula. So here please note down the example in your copy. Glucose 6 phosphate in the presence of enzyme, you are going to draw this bond here. Why? Because it is a reversible bond. In the presence of enzyme enzyme isomerase turns into fructose 6 phosphate. Okay, so here glucose 6 phosphate changes into fructose 6 phosphate in the presence of enzyme isomerase. Okay, so you are going to face many other examples, but these are examples which I have given to you. They are easy to learn, so that is why I have given these type of example. As glucose 6 phosphate has the formula similar to the fructose formula, but only the difference is that glucose has a aldehydic bond in their structure and fructose has a ketonic bond in their structure. Only there is this much difference, otherwise there is a similarity in them. Fine. So we have done the classification of the enzyme, in which we have studied the various examples along with the classification. Like we have studied oxidation reduction reaction, then we have studied about the liases, ligases, hydrolase and the isomerase. So these are about the classification of the enzyme. Okay, now very important thing, now we are going to start with the cofactor. कोफैक्टर क्या होता है बच्चे? ये नॉन प्रोटीन कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट्स हैं वो जो कि बाउंड हो जाते हैं एंजाइम के साथ so as to make the enzyme more active, more catalytically active. Is it clear? Otherwise enzymes are active, but in some of the cases non-protein component जो non-protein है that combines with the enzyme part. अब देखो बच्चे, there are new terms for you here. Here what you are going to write is the apoenzyme is the protein portion of an enzyme. ओके, एपोएंजाइम क्या है? प्रोटीन पोर्शन है. और कोफैक्टर क्या है? नॉन प्रोटीन पोर्शन है. सो प्रोटीन इज एपोएंजाइम and non-protein is cofactor. They are going to join together to make a more active enzyme, and that is called as a holoenzyme. And otherwise apoenzyme is inactive, but in the presence of this cofactor it gets active to become a holoenzyme. I hope the thing is clear, because in this, if holoenzyme is removed, now the catalytic activity will be removed. Catalytic activity will be lost if the cofactor is removed. So apoenzyme is inactive, but when cofactor is combined, then it is going to form a holoenzyme, and holoenzyme is the active action shown enzyme. Fine. So these cofactors are the non-protein component of holoenzymes, which may be organic or may be inorganic. So in this case, what three terms we have studied? We have studied apoenzyme, cofactor, as well as holoenzyme. Now these cofactors are of various types: prosthetic groups, coenzymes, and metallions. They get attached with the protein part so as to make them into holoenzymes. Now what are prosthetic groups? Now I already told you that they are tightly bound to apoenzyme. Organic compounds like iron in peroxidase and catalase are joined with the enzyme, and what they do, they catalyze the breakdown of H2O2, hydrogen peroxide, to water and O2. So these are the name of the enzymes which heme in peroxidase and catalase, they catalyze the breakdown. Okay, so this is one of the example. Now regarding the prosthetic group, so these are non-protein organic factors which are firmly attached to the apoenzyme. What am I saying here is that they are firmly attached. Fine, they are tightly bound to the apoenzyme, and same apoenzyme is used in picking up and handling over small chemicals. Okay, so this prosthetic groups like heme is the prosthetic group of enzyme peroxidase and catalase, which are involved in the breakdown of hydrogen peroxide. So here other examples are there. So prosthetic groups are functional in transfer of small chemicals and electrons. I hope the prosthetic group is clear. These are the organic compounds, non-protein cofactors which are firmly attached with the apoenzymes. Now, second is the coenzyme. Coenzyme are the non-protein organic factors, same thing, but they are loosely attached to the apoenzyme, and they function only during the holoenzyme. So in this, what they are doing? So coenzymes, they are also non-protein. They are also combining to the enzyme, but they are not so much tightly, firmly attached. They are loosely attached. Is it clear to you? So in this case, you can see the example over here. Nicotinic acid, that is a niacin. Then nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide. This is NAD. NAD is nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide. So this is all about the coenzyme. Fine. So coenzyme is loosely attached. Clear? Now the next one is a next one क्या है बेटा? Metal ions. A metal ions, it is very given, easily given, that what will be attached to the proteins? Yes, obviously it is metal ion only. So they form a coordination bonds with the side chains of the active site and one or more coordination bond with the substrate. The very good example is zinc is a cofactor of carboxypeptidase. Carboxypeptidase is the enzyme. Now here when zinc get attached, it becomes more active. So that is the example of the metal ion. So you have studied what are the various types of the cofactors. They are prosthetic groups, they are coenzymes, they are metal ions. Okay, and enzymes are present in digestive juices. You have studied in the digestive system. Lysozymes are there in the tear, in the saliva. Digestive enzymes secreted by the are also secreted by the insectivorous plants also to as to digest or to dissolve the insects. Okay, so this is all about the various types of the enzymes. Thank you.